full of joy to watch. It really is fantastic. So that's the roundup of the week, or the week and a half, and as I say, do look out for those blogs as well. I just wanted to quickly show you, because I've just managed myself to get the calendars, and if anybody wants to have a look, these are the 2 calendars that I've put together of the Safari TV regulars, and if you would like to have a look for them, look on Lulu, LULU.com, and this small calendar is exactly the same as a large calendar, but you can just see the difference in sizes. And if I can open this one up, you'll see how big the pictures are inside. So on some of the pages you get 2 or 3 pictures, and on some pages you just get 1 picture. And there's lions, there's leopards, there's rhinos, there's all sorts of things in there. But if you'd like to have a look at what the calendar actually contains, then go on to lulu.com, put mine in, Tara Piri V, and that should throw up these 2 calendars. So that's the size of the big calendar. And they are still going to be on sale until probably about mid-January, just to give you guys a chance if there is anybody else wanting to purchase them. And this is the smaller calendar, so you can see the buffalo on there. But quite a lot smaller. I quite like this size. Depending on which size you get, obviously the price will differ, but the money that goes to the Children of Dixie won't differ. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 cents, but generally it's about the same. And I think we've sold about 160 so far, so we've done well. And obviously that money that's raised, I'm going to be buying sports equipment for the Children of Dixie Primary School. And Dixie is actually the closest village to us, so if you drive out of Garrygate, the first village you get to is Dixie. So everybody was asking me, can we get a calendar of the pictures that you've been taking on drive? And I thought it was a fantastic idea, but I thought let's have somebody benefit from the money rather than it just going into our back pocket. So that's why I've decided to give that money to the Children of Dixie, but we're actually going to buy the equipment and then donate it to them. So hopefully we'll be able to record all that and you'll be able to see all that too. But that's going to happen in the new year. So if you would still like to buy the calendars, they are still available, and all you need to do is go to lulu.com. And just for the last part of the fireside chat, I would like to introduce you to Kat. She was on camera with me this afternoon, so if you can make your way in, it would be great to get you on the front of the camera rather than just behind the camera.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
And welcome to Wild Earth. It's always
Thank
customary
you.
to shake everybody's hands. So.
Okay, I see. I thought you were just being formal and
Oh
British.
yes, very much so. And as you can see or hear, Kat is also British. So whereabouts
Yes,
are you
I am.
from?
I'm from London.
From London.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Born and raised.
So are you a proper Cockney?
I wouldn't say so
No.
myself, although I do have my moments, I'm sure.
We're definitely going to listen out for all the Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah.
Have you used a bit of that?
Not recently.
No.
No.
I'd love to hear some, especially on drive. We might have to get a little bit of banter going between us when
I
we go
think
out
there's
on
already
drive.
banter there,
Yeah.
Tara.
But it's great to have you with us. Now, unfortunately, Sue, for those of you who don't know, Sue did leave us, and she's followed her heart to Peru, so I think she's going to have some wonderful adventures out there. But it does mean that we've got somebody new who can take over the camera and obviously help Sebastian and Herman out. So definitely, you've been thrown in at the deep end, I think.
Oh
Unfortunately.
no, it's been great. I've had an interesting first week. Not needless to say, you know, we've had a few technical difficulties, but we've worked through it. We've worked as a team, and I'm having a great time. Actually, I really am enjoying it. The sightings have been incredible. I think I've been very lucky. As you say, I've seen some leopard. I haven't seen the elephants yet with you guys. Unfortunately, I missed that sighting.
Yeah, you did.
But I was lucky enough to see the lions with their cubs this morning, and obviously the hyena and her cubs. So it's been pretty amazing.
Oh, it is, hey, and that's the thing. Every sighting is so different. So you think that you can't get a better sighting, and then 2 or 3 days later, something even more incredible happens. It's amazing.
Oh, definitely.
So-
The bush definitely throws you some wild cards.
Oh,
and
it does, hey.
You've got to kind of just sort of breathe and relax and just kind of go with it. I think that's the nature of
Definitely.
it.
Well, I think
definitely.
you did extremely well this afternoon.
Oh, thank you.
I
I
think
was
so.
pretty nervous, but I had Sebastian. Sorry, I was trying to do the lingo of Seb or Sebastian. Yeah, I had him as my right-hand man, so I felt
helping
pretty
you out.
comfortable. But hopefully,
yeah, we'll
I'll
get
be
into
able
it.
to get into it. And apologies if there was any sort of, you know, quick zooming or anything, but I will get better, and I'm working on it quickly.
Yeah, I mean it's quite a big rig as well to get your head around. I mean it's the rig itself is about this big, so to actually try and look and see where the animal is and the birds, and it's really difficult.
Yeah, I think the hardest part has been I think the weight of it as well. It's a lot heavier, and as Tara says, it's a lot bigger than you would actually expect. So, you know, you're trying to zoom into a shot, and if you've got a sighting that's quite far away, like the leopard we saw today, you're zooming in, and obviously any movement at that point, you know, once you're zoomed in, so I'm standing there like this, going, oh my God,
yeah,
oh
don't
my
breathe,
God. And then
don't
you
breathe.
said like 5 minutes, and I was like, oh my God, 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be developing some biceps, I think, working with that camera. But yeah, no, it's been an experience, and
very different from London, eh?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I feel very at home in the bush. I came to South Africa about 3 years ago on a family holiday, and then decided to enroll in the Wildlife Film Academy, which coincidentally sort of like led me here a bit further on down the line. So I've felt an affinity with South Africa and the bush itself for about 3 years now. I think it's one of those things that's Marmite. Either you love it or you hate it, and I'm a Marmite girl. Definitely.
Same.
Oh, it's Bovril here, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
it is Bovril.
It's not quite the same, but I am missing my Tetley's tea bags.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely bring you some back if I go.
Oh yeah, you must do indeed. But yeah, I'd like to say a big thank you to the team so far. I mean, you guys have been great, a real support, not just helping me settle in and with everything else, but actually, you know, with Seb and Herman helping me out with the camera, just everybody, like, it's such a tight-knit small community, and I feel very welcome, so
thank you.
I would like to thank you all very much for helping me out. And
well, we're certainly looking forward to working with you for the next 3 months or so, and hopefully it'll work out, and you never know.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
one thing is, I really would like to ask you, what is the one sighting that really would make you go, wow, this is just absolutely fantastic? What is the one thing that you would just love to see out here?
Well, you came pretty close to it today with the lions and the cubs, but to be honest, I would love to see a kill, and it's quite a difficult thing for me to sort of come to terms with, because I love animals, and obviously you wouldn't be here if you didn't, and I've actually never seen it happen. So you know, a leopard or lions hunting, it just changes gear really, and then the adrenaline starts going. You've got to be that much quicker on the camera, much more reactionary, and I think that would really sort of get the blood flowing, and it would be an interesting thing for me to. Oh God, I would love it. I would love it actually. I wouldn't love it for the kill, obviously, but.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, obviously, a lot of viewers will feel the same way. It's like it's one of those raw things in nature that does happen, and it is a part of nature. There's no getting away from it, and it is one of those unique opportunities you don't often get a chance to see. But then obviously there's the other side of it. There is the death and things like that. So it's so conflicting. And believe me, myself and I'm sure Mark and Patrick feel the same way as well. And obviously a lot of the viewers. So.
But I mean, the one thing that I've learned from being out in the bush is it is a harsh environment, especially for a city girl, readjusting, and I think I've done quite well with that. But
yeah, I think you're doing very well.
I think the difficult thing to come to terms with in that situation is that nature is a very beautiful thing, and obviously we're all here to appreciate it, but it needs to be understood, and it can be very cruel at times. And it's just its own way of balancing things out. You can't isolate that as an individual sighting or event, because it happens in a wider context. So removing the emotion, I don't know, it's going to be a difficult thing for me, you know.
It's going to be a challenge, eh?
Yeah, it will, but I'm sure I'll cope with it.
Yeah. Well, we have had kills live on camera, and we've had times where we've had the chase. So I'm really hoping that
the
you
chase
get a
would be
chance,
amazing.
definitely.
But we saw the impala like spliced in half today, being dragged along by what was the leopard's name again?
Oh, in Duna.
In Duna,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a cub of Corrula,
That's
presumably.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're catching on fast. Only been here a week.
A year?
I was going to say. Yeah, only been here
Getting
a
a
week.
bit premature
Yeah.
there. It's nice to know I'm loved.
Definitely. Well, it's wonderful to have you on board.
Thank
and
you
I say
so
you've been
much.
a lot of fun already, and
Thank you.
obviously first Christmas away from home as well couldn't have been easy.
Yeah, no, it's gosh, I think it's been difficult, but also incredible. It's life's just thrown me a wild card, and I've just grabbed it with two hands. Initially, I was only out here on a couple of weeks' holiday to visit some friends and sort of get back to the bush and sort of have a bit of R&R
Yeah.
time before the work slog began back in January in the cold in London, and just got thrown a wild card and went, yep, I'll take that, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, and I've also done things like that myself, and
Yeah.
you have to. Hey,
Oh,
definitely.
it's spontaneous and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else at this point in my life. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
very
awesome
happy to be
hear.
here.
Awesome.
Very happy
As I
to
say,
be here.
it's great to have you here, and hopefully we're going to have some wonderful drives up ahead of us, and
Yes, I'm sure we will.
going to get an all-girls crew again on the Gunda.
Oh my god.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we just need another British girl to make it up, and then we can actually stage a takeover
Yeah, I
the
think
way
so,
the
hey.
British do it. Wow.
Yeah, sneakily.
Well, not so sneaky, sort of just there, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice to have another Brit on board.
Same actually, it's quite funny. We are quite an international crew, and
Yes, we
obviously
are.
we're about half South African, half international, which is great. So
But
definitely
you're
multicultural.
from the north.
yeah, so we have the north-south divide here going
Yes,
on.
there is a mini apartheid going on.
Awesome. But anyway, we're going to have to wrap it up for now. But thank you very much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you again on our next safari. That's going to be at 5:30 Central Africa time tomorrow morning. So we will see you then. But for myself and Kat and the rest of the crew, we'll just say goodbye for now. Take care,
Bye.
everyone.